Polestar 3 SUV finally revealed. With the most recent tease from Polestar, the EV industry is in for a change. Just 5 years after the company released its first car, Polestar 1, Polestar is about to give other automakers sleepless nights thanks to the newly revealed Polestar 3. The company has bagged quite a number of awards from its previous units, Polestar 1 and 2. With Polestar 3 on the way, they are in for even more when this new car hits the market. Polestar 3 will be a fully electric SUV that will be made in the US. The car brings to the table some very clever features and many more. Stay tuned, and let's see the specifications of the car. Car makers commonly share or borrow parts from other cars, and the Polestar is no different. The Polestar 3 will share its platform and battery with the XC90's upcoming electric sibling, Volvo Embla. The SPA2 platform would be used, a skateboard chassis with a different floor assembly. The new platform that will support the Polestar 3 allows for a flat floor, which would increase passenger capacity similar combustion engine SUV, expect an ample wheelbase, bigger wheels, low overhangs, and more storage space between the front seats. Despite the vehicle's reduced height, this platform enables the seats to be placed such that the driver may have a high eye point. In a somewhat low-slung design, the passengers would thus sit higher. Performance. The Polestar, once in the market, will deliver since its makers understood the assignment on the car's performance. The Polestar 3, like the Lotus Electra, should be an enthusiast-oriented vehicle with a heavy emphasis on performance. For performance to be achieved, there must be a suitable power source. With that in mind, Polestar is developing a new P10 motor capable of delivering up to 450 kilowatt power to the rear wheels of its future EVs, 603 HP. By coupling it with a front motor, the firm may obtain a total power output of up to 650 kilowatt, 871 HP in AWD vehicles. A 2-speed transmission is also in the works of development. According to the company, the new electric motor will be about 1.5 times more powerful than the motors that power Porsche's Taycan. According to the report, the intended power output is 475 kilowatt, 637 horsepower. Polestar will not share its engines with Volvo or Lotus, according to Hembro. One of the most holding factors of EVs is the range that is limited by the battery capacity. On the other hand, Polestar has started on a high note, since the firm stated that its next 3 launches, including the Polestar 3, would have WLTP ranges of more than 600 kilometers, 373 miles. Polestar intends to incorporate a 103 kilowatt-hour battery pack in its vehicles, with the Polestar 3 possibly being the first to get one. It will be an 800-volt battery pack developed in collaboration with Volvo Cars and Lotus. A multi-speed charging system will enable you to switch between 800 and 400 volts. It will take around 20 minutes to charge the battery to 80% state of charge using an 800-volt charger. A whooping fast charging speed not seen on other many EVs. A well-performing car is made more beautiful when the design is on point. What do you think the Polestar design will offer? Obviously a good deal. Polestar's Chief Operating Officer, Jonathan Goodman, told carbuyer.co.uk that the Polestar 3 electric SUV would be about drivability, design, and providing something distinctive. The Polestar 1 was inspired by the Volvo Concept Coupe, debuted in 2013, and was initially designed by Volvo. The Polestar 2 shares some design cues with the Volvo 40.2 concept presented in 2016. With the release of the Polestar 3, the brand will begin to distance itself in design and push that distinction farther and further, the company's CEO, Thomas Ingenlath, told Fast Company in May 2011. Let's go on and take a look at what the car will offer at the front profile. Missoni said the Polestar 3's style will be influenced by the Precept concept displayed at the 2020 Beijing Auto Show. Polestar 3 will be a sporty SUV with a clean design. It will include a hexagonal compact top grille, horizontally inverted T-shaped headlights, a trapezoidal lower grille, and triangular cutouts in the bumper's outer parts that might conceal the vehicle's LiDAR sensors. According to a leaked patent graphic on Burlapacar, Polestar will offer a front trunk or frunk in the 3. Next is the side profile. The distinctive design of the front is translated to the side of the car seamlessly. The automobile has a dynamic appearance thanks to a firm kick in the beltline and a thin greenhouse. The roofing dips gently towards the back, preserving headroom. The SUV's flush door handles provide a hint of simplicity. The new official picture reveals a robust shoulder region, thick body armor, 4 double-spoke wheels in a 2-stone finish, and yellow brake calipers as aesthetic highlights. These might also hint at performance brakes such as Brembo, because this car, once done, will mean business. Now, let's look at the rear. What will it look like when in front of you on the road? The Polestar 3 features a broad, muscular rear stance. From this position, it doesn't lean forward, giving it a confident aspect. The massive taillight spans the breadth and terminates with broad C-shapes, emphasizing these features. The Polestar 3 might have been a 3-row SUV, but it didn't have to be. According to Ingenlath, having a 2-row seating plan provides a more aerodynamic roofline. There is also the important added benefit of making the passenger experience pleasant and enjoyable. Furthermore, the brand must distinguish itself dramatically from the equivalent Volvo SUV, production Volvo Concept Recharge. Polestar prioritizes luxury and sportiness above family hauling capabilities. How can Polestar distinguish itself now that Volvo is going all electric? It is safe to assume that the Polestar 3 will have several technological, comfort, and convenience elements, many of which will be shared with the Polestar 2. Let's take a look at these features one by one, starting with what comes to mind when you hear the word autonomous driving? Most likely Tesla. This might soon change now that Polestar will have a similar feature. The Polestar 3's key selling point will be hands-free, automated driving through Highway Pilot. In this model situation, SAE Degree 3 might be the desired level of autonomy, which could be achieved with a software update later in the lifespan. Polestar has informed investors that the 3 would eventually obtain an unsupervised Highway Pilot. The software for the 3's Highway Pilot will be provided by Zenseact. The hardware of the 3's automatic driving system may be similar to that of the Volvo Embla. The NVIDIA Drive Orin State of Charge will power the autonomous driving computer, and a Luminar LiDAR sensor will come standard. Lastly, of the distinguishable features of the Polestar 3 is the Android Automotive OS-powered infotainment system. Customers, particularly those used to Android devices like smartphones, tablets, and TVs, would find it straightforward and familiar to use onboard features through the vehicle's central screen. Customers may utilize Google Maps, Spotify, Audible, and Google Podcasts on the move straight in the infotainment system by downloading applications from the Google Play Store. Users of Google Assistant may utilize voice commands using the common prompt phrase, "Hey Google." iOS users might find this limiting, however. With that, let's get to the matters of money now. The Polestar may have checked all the boxes for a practical, reliable, luxurious, you name it and leave one open, price. As of now, the Polestar is only a concept, but that may soon change. Polestar said the Polestar 3 would be unveiled in October 2022. Hembro said in an interview with Inside EVs that the Porsche Cayenne would be one of the Polestar 3's rivals. The Cayenne is priced between $72,000 SUV USD, $80,700 coupe, and USD $171,300 SUV, $188,700 coupe. The Tesla Model X, starting at $120,990 USD, is a significant competitor in that sector, but Polestar may immediately popularize the 3 by selling it inexpensively, perhaps in the mid-USD $80,000 area. In addition to the flagship Tesla, the competition will include the BMW iX, which starts at $83,200 USD, and the Mercedes EQE SUV. According to an automotive news release dated March 7, 2022, the Polestar 3 will join the American market in Q1 2023. In the summer of this year, Polestar would establish the necessary sales network by introducing a new major retail format to the United States. According to Ingenlath, the Polestar 3 will be the brand's Goldilocks model, combining the proper amount of volume and profit. He also said that the brand's future electric SUV would be the ideal hero vehicle. The Polestar 3 will be one of 3 new EVs from the Swedish manufacturer. Following the Polestar 3, the Polestar 4 is expected to arrive in late 2023, followed by the Polestar 5 in 2024. It's hard to say which checkbox Polestar 3 left unchecked, but what do you feel about it? What did you like most about this car and can't wait for it to be produced? Also, what do you think about the vehicle in general? Please let us know in the comments section. Make sure to check other videos about auto content in the channel, and until the following video, adios!